Hello everyone, Thiago here. So this is something that I'm trying to do. It's a test for quota consumption comparing Google Antigravity with Grok Build. It's something hard to test. I have prepared a test. I don't expect to be able to test fairly the consumption between the two, and I believe it's not going to be possible to finish this in one test, and here's why. So the Gemini Plus quota are reset every 5 hours, and that means around 144 times per month. And I put the notes here. So my Gemini plan, the plus, is around 5 times cheaper than my X Premium Plus plan. And that means that, to be fair, I should divide the Gemini Plus result by 720 because the Grok free, it's not, it's Grok free credits. So my X Premium Plus has a Grok free credits quota that are reset every month. I'm going to show here. So this is how it looks. So currently I have consumed the 46% and it resets uh, in some days, right? But it resets every month. So free credits with Super Grok. So this is the current consumption, and this is my Gemini plan. So you can see that current usage is 1%. But the problem is that even if Grok, uh, during the test Grok moves 1%, I would need to multiply by 720, and that's going to be hard to test. Anyway, I'm going to do a quick test anyway and see how that goes. I'm still curious to see um, if I can have some idea, but it's clear that Gemini is not going to do much in one run, in one test, and probably Grok's going to be able to complete. And yeah, so let's see how that goes. Um, so this is the first test that I'm going to do. Um, I'm going to ask both to to do this task here, which is to create a to-do app, simple app, and let's see how they perform this. Um, so I'm first going to ask Grok, and yeah, so the path is correct. Quota tests slash Grok, and then let me just confirm if this path is correct. Okay. Um, yeah, I'm also going to ask this, and so they are running, and then I need to keep checking the quota. Um, yes, and always, yeah, okay. Note that the agents are running. I have a separated user with limited access, so it's safe to allow them to run commands and such. Um, let's try this. Maybe I'm going to pause the test a little bit and check when the results are finished. So the Grok build test has already finished. Let's see. So the anti-gravity test is still going on. Um, let me just check the quota. So 46. I think this was. I'm going to check after the video, but it was 46%, and Gemini was 1%. It's still 46. So I believe Grok has not moved not even 1%. Yeah, I have it checked, and yeah, it was 46%, so not even 1%. Um, let's see here. Gemini test is still going. Let's see if it has been already. It's still 1% here. Probably it updates when the task finishes. Um, okay, so apparently both finished. Um, okay, so here are the results. This is the Grok, and then this is the Gemini, right? Anti-gravity from Google. Right now, I can already tell you that the Gemini result looks better, but yeah, this one's looks more simple. Mm, yeah, let me add add a new task. Task one. Yeah, so and let me try task two. Apparently, it works. So I have two active tasks. Okay, so it's complete. I can edit the name, task 2. Uh, oh, sorry. Task 2, test, save. Yeah, so apparently it works, all good. Yeah, so simple app. Let's see the Grok one. Task 1, add, task 2, add, active, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I can also edit, test. Okay, yeah, so both works, and let's see the quota. It started for 6. Oh, it did not use even 1% of the quota. And let's see this one here, Gemini. Yeah, also did not use even 1%. So apparently I can move to the next test and see how that goes. I was expecting that Gemini would use a lot of credits too, because yeah, like the normalization that I was planning, I was expecting that it would use many percent. But let's see this second test here. So let's see if maybe I can do more than one test. Um, okay, and let me run this test. I'm going back when it's finished because it takes some minutes. We do not need to see how the process here. Okay, so both tests finished. Here's Grok, and now I'm going to run this. Okay, I should run npm install. Oh my. Oh, sorry, I should go here actually and see npm install. Okay, npm run dev. And now the AGI, let me go here, npm run dev. Okay, now let's see. Okay, so this is the Grok one, I believe. And now this is the Gemini anti-gravity. Let's see, test, priority, due date. Oh, really nice. A task. Okay, let's see the Grok one. Test. Yeah. Hi. test due date. See, okay, so I can see the due date here. What happens here if I do not have the due date? Okay, both looks good apparently. Oh, let me put another task one, and let me add. Let's confirm the search. Yeah. So both, I must say that the Gemini, for my taste, this one looks a little bit better. You can see that, oh, this here is like, oh, this is so nice. This is also good. I think Grok Build tries to make some thing that we could use in a widget. But yeah, the Gemini, they put some extra borders. Yeah. Okay, let's see. We can export as well. Let's check this one here. Export. Okay. So those are the JSON export. Looks all good. Now let's try to import. The problem is like which one that let me just export again this one. Yeah. Now let me try to import. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it import. The problem is that let me remove this and this. Maybe I can. Oh, I cannot drag and drop. Okay. Yeah, it imported. Now let's try this other one. Let's try to first export, and now I need to import. But first I need to delete. Okay. And okay, so both works really nice. One thing that I should notice that so Grok moved 1% here. The problem is that it does not show the decimal values. So the test is like, for example, right now if I would normalize, it would be equivalent of Gemini using 720%, but the problem is that it does not show us the decimal value. But yeah, let's see. If I keep doing another test and it does not move 1%, then yeah. But this is not going to be a perfect test, but this is just something that we could keep in mind, that it could actually have moved just a little bit of less than 1% here. Now let's check Gemini. Interesting. So it did not move even 1%. So I think something is wrong here. Maybe I need to check if I'm using either the tasks that I asked are not consuming any credit, or let me check. Oh, here is something usage. Okay, so this is different. Gemini model. So, oh my God, this is a problem. So they have a weekly limit, and I used 12%. Yeah. So apparently I should have checked this before. Yeah, this is a problem when doing tests. So Grok, I mean checking the correct place. I need checking Grok usage, which I'm doing right now. Grok usage, and this is the wrong place actually to check. So what I'm going to do right now is quickly remove the two tests that I did for Gemini, and then show the results here. This is something that happens, like I was expecting that it would show in that quota, but we can see that the weekly limit here is 11.89%. I'm going to take a note here, 11.89% AGI usage, and I'm going to run both tests again and then see the results, and how the quota moves. Okay, so when running the first task, this happened. Individual quota reached. Please upgrade your subscription to increase your limit. Resets in 153 hours. That's like 7 days. So the weekly quota has already reached, just running this. And the problem is that in the previous, let's check again here, because I have run usage and it looked like this is weird, like, oh, so quota available. Oh, so I should just look at this. Oh, sorry, this is the problem. It was the remaining quota, not the used. So we had this remaining 11.89%, and for the weekly it was not the amount that I used, it was the amount that was left. Oh my god. So I think it's clear that just the first task consumed more than 11, more than 12%, or 11, at least 11.89% it consumed, because the task has not even finished the second time. And yeah, the right now I can already say that the Grok limit is higher, so this is all wrong, right? Because it was the weekly limit, it was not the limit that we see here. And also, even if we put Grok credits, like we should, let's see, so Grok is 5 times more expensive, and Gemini resets every week. Let's put 4 here. So even if we multiply Grok by 20, that means that we would have used like 20% compared to Gemini, around 20%, while Gemini is, so I would say that, yeah, Grok quota looks already way better than Gemini. Let's put the range, to be fair, like because the 100, yeah, the first task took more than 12%, and Gemini and Grok did not even use like 1% for the first task. We are we are talking about at least 0. Let's say that Grok spent like 0.4% of the quota to do the first task, like this is a random approximation, times 20. This would put like 8% of the Grok quota compared to a Gemini normalized plan that is equivalent to the Grok Build, my X Premium Plus price. So it apparently, the Grok credits, you have more credits. You can do way more than Gemini. The problem here is that this is a first attempt of doing this test. Probably I'm going to do a better test Next week, sorry, this is, so do not use this to check your limits. Check here, right? So this is the first lesson learned during this test. Yeah, so next week, after 153 hours and 34 minutes, I'm going to be able to run this test again, and next time it's going to be, I'm going to pay more attention and see how that goes. So yeah, see you there.